We all know and love level 9. It's scary, it's dangerous, it's liminal. But imagine if there was a seasonal Halloween event in the Backrooms, just like in some video games. And this video is all about Entity 900, which is the perfect Halloween special. But before explaining what hides in level 9, let me remind you, what even is level 9? So it's a suburban area in a never-ending night. The streets are super atmospheric, yet don't go AFK there, they are very dangerous. The houses are superliminal too, but don't let that fool you, they're also dangerous. There are a lot of entities on level 9. All of the classics are here and a couple of unique ones. Creepy spider subhuman thing that spawns in fog and rushes at the wanderer screaming in pain, called the Mangled. And there is also a unique mini-boss of sorts, the Neighbourhood Watch. There are 3 types. Small cute swimmers that crawl out of sewers to kill you, a giant flying eyeball that shoots lasers, and an even bigger eye with a hell lot of arms. Reminds me of all of those eye enemies from Terraria. There is also an object that pushes level 9 to its limits. Pockets. Pockets are rare objects you can find in brightly lit houses. They are these pieces of jewelry that are highly valuable because they can cut a pocket in space to store your trinkets. It's just like void bags from Terraria but infinite. And if you take this pocket, you should run for your life, because all the entities will be alerted and will want to kill you even more. So you better don't take them unless you are prepared. Also, with all of these dangers, I love what alternate distillation cannon does to level 9. It makes it absolutely safe, but the distillation here is thriving because of how liminal and nostalgic the environment is. One day I'll make a video on distillation cannon for sure. Also, I'm not sure why this isn't in the article, but I'm pretty much sure there was an abandoned MEG base on level 9. It just makes so much sense lore-wise. Yet, there are a lot of residents on level 9. They are probably here for the vibe and thrill, and one chilly October, something changed. Locals started stumbling upon strange carved pumpkins on their doorsteps. Backforms. Thread 13. Found this on level 9. Thoughts? Looks like someone's getting festive lol. Been seeing a lot of pumpkins around level 9 whenever I pass through. Think about making some myself. That's weird. I don't think Halloween is really like a thing here. I don't know anyone who celebrates it anyway. So, these pumpkins, they just appeared in front of some houses in October. They are really well made and sometimes something strange is carved out. For example, silhouettes of horses and fire. Seems like the person who carved them out is a pyromane and a My Little Pony fan. Yet, the residents loved this. They probably felt nostalgic of Halloweens in small towns in the real world. So, the residents decided to make it a tradition to carve a couple of pumpkins of their own. This is so cute and nice that this got attention of other wanderers from other levels who wanted to feel home here too, so the population of level 9 increased a bit. The MEG tried to settle on level 9 a couple of times before, but these attempts weren't any good because of the dangers of level 9. Thread 15. Is anyone living on level 9 right now? I heard about the Halloween festivals there and was surprised to see that a couple of people were hanging out there. I would never thought it was possible. I have been there for a few weeks. It started when MEG asked me to settle here in an attempt to make it seem a little bit safer. It didn't really pan out with them, but I decided to stay. I like it here. Dude, that's crazy. How do you deal with the entities and stuff? It isn't as bad in the suburb I live in. I don't see a lot of people either. There is this one dude I see riding around on a horse, but I never tried to talk to him. How did he get that thing into level 9 is beyond me, lol. Wild. Guess the person who carves out the pumpkins isn't just some random My Little Pony fan. MEG didn't think so neither. The MEG, specifically Dr. Beer, said that this level is way too dangerous to settle in, so they tried to spread the information that level 9 isn't safe and nobody should just come to this level and just live here. And so Dr. Beer decided to handle the mystery of the horseman himself. The stories from locals tell that the houses with pumpkins on the doorstep are marked by the horseman and no one should settle in them. So naturally, Beer decided to test one. Living in a marked house for an entire October would make for such a fun YouTube challenge video. Too bad I'm not in the Backrooms to make it. So Beer went to sleep, but this won't be a good night. That night, someone rang his doorbell, and after opening the door, he saw the pumpkin smashed. Guess that's the first sign from the horseman that he is not welcome. Or is it the first sign from the local prankers that they are not welcome? Private thread. Fellow residents of level 9. My house has been claimed while I was sleeping. I think he is here. Shit, what part of level 9 are you in? Was it down south? I've heard about sightings of him there. Nah, I'm pretty far northeast, near the Wellington settlement if that helps. That's further out than I thought he'd come this year. It seems he's going further each October. Did you hear about those MG guys? They picked a house to the west which was already claimed. I gave those assholes a warning earlier today. Hopefully they will take it as a hint before it's too late. If they settle to the west, it's already too late for them. After this, the MEG will be all over level 9. They'll figure out our little secret. And later that night, the MEGs heard the horse gallops from outside. Pierre was chosen to go and check. It's implied he didn't return. Later, the population census were spread across level 9, and generally, residents don't want MEG to move in. This left a hell lot of mysteries, didn't it? Now, let's break it down. Mods, get the pinboard. Turn on the FNAF music. We are theory crafting. So, what we have here? A strange horseman that craves pumpkins every October, putting them on doorsteps. Locals say that if there is a pumpkin in front of the house, this house shouldn't be settled in. Locals seem to like the pumpkins, respect the tradition, and dislike the MEG. Locals also mentioned some secret that MEG shouldn't find out about. Locals also say that the horseman dislikes MEG too. Also, each October he covers more and more houses with pumpkins. Similarly, when October ends, the pumpkins disappear. What happens if a person stays in a marked house? We don't know, but it's implied that Pierre died in an encounter with the horseman. MEG tried to settle on level 9 a couple of times, but each time it failed. We also get a poem about the horseman, presumably written by the locals. Since the beginning of time, this land was cursed, to house a most foul creature, and since our arrival, we fear the worst, for pain to be our teacher. Galloping on four hooves, a headless beast of fire, down to the cul-de-sac it moves, wearing a ghastly attire, dragging its victims to hell and torturing their souls for eternity. But those losses we don't dwell, as it's our town's paternity. The horseman shall come, regardless of fight. The horseman shall come in the dead of the night. We have warned them enough times. Our songs, our messages, it will never be enough. And now they will pay the price. They shall meet the horseman. And here are my thoughts. The locals' goals are the same as the horseman's goals. Don't let MEG settle in. Yet, each October, the horseman marks more and more houses, which might be bad for the locals. The poem also mentions that he drags its victims to hell. And here is my wild theory. The locals summoned a demon to keep MEG out of level 9. The demon is the Horseman. The payoff is that each time the Horseman takes more and more houses, so 1 October locals will have nowhere to live in. Pumpkins get attention of people outside of level 9. MEG gets invested and the Horseman kills MEG settlers, taking their souls to hell. That's why their resettlement plans fail, and that's why they deleted all the info considering their abandoned base here. And what can they do to it? Well, they can try to run over the Horseman with a car. Not sure if that will work. And now, with all of that info, let's put it into practice. Mods, deploy Tess on level 9. Give her Ford F-150. Wait, where are all the pumpkins? What do you mean it isn't October? It isn't even the spooky month? Mods, take it down. We are off season.